Welcome, it's Domain Dave again, as always, cheapwinefinder.com, with another podcast for a wine review we wrote up on the cheapwinefinder.com website like we do 3 times a week. Here we got a summer wine, even though it's not quite summer yet. It's from Aldi, and it's a $5.99 South African Sauvignon Blanc. It's called, and I'm not sure where to put the accents on this. It's spelled Cambalala. Kambalala, South African Sauvignon Blanc 2024. They're south of the hemisphere, so their winters and summers and winters and all that are different than ours. So it's, and these inexpensive Sauvignon Blancs don't need aging, don't need a lot of time to make. And it's $5.99. I know almost nothing about this other than what it tastes like. Cambalala is, as a name, is owned by Aldi. And looking in the internet, they seem to have a bunch of South African wines under this name. I've only seen this one $5.99 Sauvignon Blanc. Also, I put a link on the website of all the wines available at Aldi in the UK. And their wine selection puts our wine, in US shops to shame. There were 3 pages of about 25 wines a page, all available, all inexpensive. And we get the same things over and over again, but we got this one now, at least in Chicago for my, so how was it? It was nice. This is not a bad. I don't know who made it. It's from the Western Cape of South Africa. Western Cape is kind of like the general area where all the different growing areas are, and like most of the vineyards are. So it doesn't narrow where it came from. Don't know who made it. Don't know exactly where it was grown. Don't know how they made it. Those Sauvignon Blanc wines are kind of, if there's any wine that's farm to market, it's Sauvignon Blanc, because they pick the grapes. The winemaker might use a different batch of yeast, because different yeasts bring out different flavors. And they might decide which temperature to ferment it at, because there's some leeway there. But other than that, they just press the grapes, do their thing. When it's fermented, bottle it or let it rest for a month or 2, bottle it, and let it rest another month, and out the door it goes. So when you see a $5.99 Sauvignon Blanc, it's not like, there's no way they can make it for $5.99, especially from South Africa, and ship it all the way to the Midwest where I am at. But they kind of can, because it doesn't, it goes from being grapes to being wine in fairly simple and quick method. I'm going to take a sip. It reminds me of a milder, more subtle New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. It's got that grassiness, but not too much. It's got the same flavors for the most part. There was a syrupy little nature to the mouthfeel, which isn't all that bad. It's kind of, you ever had peaches and syrup, canned peaches? It kind of has that kind of syrup to it, though it's a dry wine. It's not a sweet wine. It's got all the flavors. It's got nectarine, and it's got, I found dried pineapple and a little bit of honey and peaches, pears, apple. Some tropical fruit. I mean, for a $5.99 Sauvignon Blanc, and it had a decent nose too. The nose was subtle, but it was nice and floral. I mean, it did all the things you expect a Sauvignon Blanc to do, and it did it for $5.99. Did I say that 3 or 4 times already? So there you go. This is a who knows what. This is a wine that they don't talk about, but you don't need to. There isn't all that much to say about it because it's so simple to make. And it turns out South Africa is a pretty nice place. Most of where the grapes are grown are either coastal or mountain or both. So where the grapes came from, it's fine. And whoever made it knew how to make Sauvignon Blanc. This is perfect patio. I mean, this is the kind, at $5.99, you grab a couple of bottles, put it in the refrigerator. When friends come over and you're going to sit out in the deck or wherever you're going to sit, it's a screw top. I actually had to get a wrench to take the screw top off because it was on so tight. But, you know, maybe you're stronger. But even though I did get it, I wasn't going to let anything stop me from opening it up. But, yeah, this is a perfect wine to have just waiting. You know, put it in the refrigerator. You know, you don't want to put wine in the refrigerator too long, but, you know, for a while it'll be fine. Someone comes over, you spend $12 on 2 bottles, you sit, you talk. You don't have to think too much about the wine. It's not one of those wines that you have to contemplate your neighbor. So, at $5.99, it tastes pretty good, and it's really well priced. You really can't complain. Yeah, you might say, well, I like this Sauvignon Blanc better than that. And, you know, it's a $15, $20 Sauvignon Blanc. No kidding. You might like them better, but when you compare the value, that might change things. So, adios. This is Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com. Like us where you like your podcast. Kambalala, South African Sauvignon Blanc 2024. Oh, and Kambalala means take it easy, chill. You know, that's what it means. And it's a good wine for that. And plus, put a chill on the bottle. It makes it even better. So adios, keep it cheap. And I'll be talking to everybody in a couple days. Adios. Bye-bye.